I'm Dr. Paul Cleveland with Boundary Stone, and today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about a new edition of our Basic Economics text. My mentor, Clarence Carson, was a historian by training, and in the 1980s he published Basic Economics, and really his aim was to write books for the basic levels of the subjects of history and social science. And so if you look on our website, we have a 6-volume basic American history set. We have Western civilization text that I wrote, my first book. And we also have an American government text and the economics text. Now, the text has been updated. We did an update of it in 2008, I believe, was our publication date on it. But as we were thinking about it and looking at the book, it really was in need of being made more user-friendly, and so that was our aim with this book. I've been writing, talking a little bit lately about, why does it make a difference to come at a subject in a context that is consistent with a theistic worldview, a Christian worldview. And, it really is important. We live in an age where principles are being thrown to the wind as if they don't matter. And, I did the thing on common grace, and I, talked about Johnny Cash, and, you can run on for a long time. And you can. I mean, we can ignore principles. Eventually, though, they'll catch up with us and we'll pay a price. And, the way most economics is taught in schools, it's taught on the basis of utilitarianism. I've written about this and spoken about this, and that is not the way public policy should be chosen. Our rulers have been commanded to rule impartially and not to play favorites, and yet utilitarianism says, oh, that's a good thing if we take something from Peter and give it to Paul, if Paul would be more excited and more happy to have it. Well, that's not the way morality works, and it's not the way that we should approach subjects like economics. And so what we've done in the new text, the 4th edition text, is we've laid it out in a way that your student will be able to read through it, work through it, do the homework assignments that are in each chapter, and then successfully we're building an online course that you'll be able to take and work your student through this. And at the end of the day, they're going to get a foundation in economic principles that's going to be first class. And they're going to learn a lot of history in the process as well. And they'll be able to go into other courses, so they should study economics beyond this, and really see the difference between, what utilitarianism and modern day neoclassical price theory or modern day neoclassical macroeconomics teaches, and what the real classicals, what those who are attached to a natural law approach, argued earlier in time. And so by doing that, they'll be more effective in being able to engage with their culture. And that's really, we're living in a time when that's really necessary. I mean, we have a government that's out of control. As a nation, our government has racked up some $21 trillion in debt. There's no end in sight of the expansion and the size of our federal government. And all these things are related. I mean, this has occurred not by happenstance. It's occurred by the way that people have thought about it. And until we begin to think differently, we're going to continue to get ourselves deeper and deeper into trouble. So anyway, Dr. Paul Cleveland with Boundary Stone. Go to our website. Begin to check our resources out. That's our aim is. We're to provide you with resources so that you and your students will be able to engage our culture effectively. See you next time.